So today we're another review. This is Thirsty Dog's Siberian Night. This is an Imperial Stout from them, a brewery from Ohio. So let's dig into this beer. The beer comes in a nice dark black color, brown coffee head. Let's get the aroma. A nice kind of caramel sweetness, big rich kind of sweetness, roasted malt, a lot of chocolate, hints of coffee. Yeah, nice stuff. Let's get the flavor. Cheers. That's good. Oof, guys. You ever have those beers that you sort of have over and over, and you sort of think about why the beer is rated as it is, or why it's perceived in a certain manner? This beer is a 93 on Beer Advocate, a good, very good rating. But people really don't go after this beer in my mind. They go after maybe 1050, Stone Rush Imperial Stout, not maybe even Founders Imperial. There's other stouts. Oh, they're crazy beers, obviously, like Darkness and Dark Lord, whatever. But this beer, guys, is really good. I just always have this, and I'm always blown away by how underrated it is. And you know, everyone has their own, handful of beers that they really hold dearly as underrated or their personal favorites. This is one of them for me. This is a fantastic Imperial Stout. You first notice a medium plus mouthfeel, nice and luscious in the front, sort of falls off slowly towards 3/4 on the back of the palate. In the front, you get a porter quality. It's not that heavy, rich roasted malt. It's sort of that porter, medium roast, a bit of creaminess, a lot of milk chocolate just envelops the palate. Nice kind of mocha kind of qualities on the back. You're hit with heavy roast now. You're talking black toast, black coffee, just a rich kind of roasted quality that adds biting into a coffee bean, that kind of black bitterness. Sort of gives you this kind of bitterness on the back end that sort of complements that chocolate that you're hit with mid-palate. It's a really well-made brew. Transitions very well. Nice kind of caramel, kind of like deeply caramel and brown sugar notes in there. I really enjoy this beer. I think 1050 and Founders Imperial are slightly better, but not by much. So this beer for me probably gets, 96, 97. Let's go with, let's go with 97. 96 I think it's conservative. Yeah, 96 for this beer is actually quite reasonable. I use a Beer Advocate scale, so yeah, 96, 3 points above the 93 it gets on Beer Advocate. So yeah, really good stuff. Highly recommend this beer. Moving on, I don't know if you guys want to see this, but I have a blend. If you know, Founders Breakfast is actually one of my beers that I actually don't like too much. I think it's a bit thin on the palate, a bit bitter, just a bit empty. Needs a bit more complexity in there. But I have mixed about 50% of this beer of Siberian Night with this in here. So let's take this beer. Oh yeah, I definitely smell the coffee from this. It's like this, it's like a really rich, earthy coffee. Yeah, it smells like, we'll see this, but yeah, let's get the flavor. Cheers. Wow, that's really good. What I immediately notice is that this beer is front-loaded with lusciousness, and this beer somehow, they equal out. The lighter mouthfeel of this, complemented with this, makes this beer super drinkable. Combined, this is 8.3%, and this is 9. Let's see, 1 second. Sorry about that. 9.7%. So in the middle, they're about like 9% ABV, and at 9% ABV, this beer drinks so smoothly. It drinks almost like chocolate milk or black coffee. It's so smooth. Wonderful coffee notes, wonderful complement of that bitterness from the coffee, but also the sweetness, that kind of brown sugar caramel note, and that chunky chocolate complements perfectly with the huge bitter coffee, the earthy bitter coffee from this beer. This is one of the better blends I've done. I really suggest that you try blending this beer because I really think it's a very good beer to blend. It offers good bitterness and sort of balances and sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It sort of smooths down a lot of beers. This was a big and luscious kind of beer. It sort of like, takes it down a notch and sort of smooths it out because that has that bitterness, a lighter mouthfeel, really pulls it down a notch, but it still balances it out. It's a really good balancer for sort of beers that are really big. Delicious stuff. Highly recommend. Even if you can't find this, blend this with Founders Imperial 1050. You'll have a delicious beer. So until next time, guys, cheers. Do something fun with your beers. Let me know what you guys think of underrated beers. Of what are your underrated beers? What you think about this beer? Until next time, guys. Cheers later.